champion. Yeah. Down in the category.
Let's go, champ! Oh, K9, you are, baby!
A bark, a bite, overhand right. Welcome to K9 Boxing Live tonight. And it's your dog. That's right. Me, Cornelius K9 Bundridge. So a lot of news in the sport of boxing. And I love it because boxing is the greatest sport in the world. And let me rewind that. Boxing is the greatest sport in the world. So Berlanga tried to take a bite of the crime. Let me rewind that. Berlanga tried to take a bite of the crime. And he did the Tyson. That's right. We're going to trademark the Tyson because Iron Mike Tyson has a product. I mean, he's making fun out of biting somebody's ear off. Remember the product he had? It's actually so it has something to do with weed. It's some weed product that, you know, he done bit the ear off and the weed looks like an ear. And so Berlanga was like, I had to do the Tyson because he said that he was getting elbowed too many times. So he felt like he should take matter into his own hands. Now, if the referee is doing his job and he's a referee and he's doing his job, let the referee do his job. You are not in the ring. You are not in the ring to do the referee's job. Now, at the worst, or at the least, you gotta fight fire with fire. That's right, fight fire with fire. Hit him in the cojones, you know, hey, and get a point to it. But don't bite. Don't bite the man's ear off. Don't bite the man's neck. I mean, these fighters think they Count Dracula. Remember Count Dracula? I want to bite your blood. They want to bite the man's blood. And S-Rep, that's right, was first up. S-Rep, you get a bark, a bite, overhand right. Yeah, my dog. We always got to see who's in the building. Chain with the ice. Uh-oh, let me see. Chain with the ice. Yeah, chain with the ice in the building. Let's go, champ. S-Rep, what you repping, champ? Oh, Mike said it's Sunday night. It's time to tune in. That's right. Time to zoom in. I started to go easy E on them boys. You got the black K9 hat looking like I'm from Compton with the black shirt. No sleeves. I'm cut up like what up? That's right. Let's go, y'all. Oh, man. Oh, I love S-Rep. Uh-oh, Natty for Life say, a bark, a bite, overhand right. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Natty for Life. Let's get it. He got Natty for Life in his boy. We got the S-Rep. A-Rush. Uh-oh, don't let me have to rush you. I don't know what y'all know about that. You know, when I was standing on Linwood Street, you know, not me. Not we, but they used to rush cats. You know, if you wasn't from the streets or from their street, they like, man, we about to rush this dude, you know? So, the rush. Oh, what a rush. Now, what wrestler said that? Oh, what a rush. Talk to me, champ. Oh, it's Sunday night, Mike, and you know it's definitely tune in because we got a lot of stuff going on, boy, you hear me? Don't reply to the ignorance, or don't reply to a man that's trying to bite you. Now, if you was in a ring and somebody bit you, what would you do? Do y'all think that the fight should be overturned and that the fighter who got bit should win the fight? Or should he sue? Should he sue? I remember, I think it was, what was his name? He was a rapper. He had a song called Sue Me. Sue Me. Yeah, sue me, baby. I think that was Bell Biv DeVoe, Do Me, Baby. But it was a rapper that had one called Sue Me, Baby. K9 is Wild Thing. That's what's the deal, my baby. Oh, Jermaine. That's new. Not Jermaine by itself. It's Jermaine Williams, boy. Let's go, champ. Yeah, cup check. Oh, he gonna have to get the cup check for Shizzle. Road Warriors, you already know what it is, y'all. You already know. So yeah, but if somebody bites you, and that's dangerous, that's dangerous for the person that's actually biting the opponent, because if he got HIV, he gonna end up with HIV. I'm not biting nobody. That's one of the nastiest things you can do is bite somebody. You know that on pound for pound lists, the nastiest part of the body is the mouth. Let me rewind that. The mouth is a nasty place to be. It's a nasty thing to use. The mouth. Keep your mouth off me. You hear me? Don't touch me with your mouth. Don't bite me. Don't bite. A bark, a bite, overhand right. Yeah. Keep it with these right here. Don't bark if you can't bite. SB said, don't forget to whoop that trick. The like button. There you go. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Oh, man, y'all got to whoop that trick. The like button, because y'all be tapping in and y'all don't be hitting the like button, So we have 10,000 in the views, but we have 10 likes. It don't make dollars. It don't make sense. Where y'all at with that one? Let's go, champ. Don't forget to whoop that trick. SB. I told SB I got bars. Bars for days. You hear me? Oh, man. Listen, you bite me, I'm going to beat your brakes. I'm going to beat the brakes off of you. You bite me, I'm going to knock all your teeth out. You ain't going to bite nobody else ever in life. And getting your grill fix costs some bread. Bread. Oh, no, bro. That's a different kind of ball game. Both pinkies bit. I like the new setup, though. The new setup on 10, ain't it? Is it on 10 with it? It's on 10 with it. I like the blue. I think I might start wearing blue. I like the black, but this blue looking kind of nice. Nice, yes. And Charlo was being called out again. But this time he's being called out by somebody that can really, really, really fight. Fundora, 6'6", 6'7". Let me rewind that. 6'6", 6'7", junior middleweight. And he said that he can get down to welterweight. And he said he would challenge Errol Spence. It seemed like everybody want to fight Errol Spence, except Terrence Crawford, or except Keith Thurman. Or do Keith Thurman want to actually fight him now? How times change. You just never know. You might be on the outside looking in. Where is one time? One time Keith Thurman was the man right there. But now he's on the outside looking in. Now the guys that were calling him out, he's actually calling them out now. From Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Excuse me. But guess who's calling him out? Enos Boots is calling him out. And he's not answering the call. Why you think that? Because Boots is the truth. And I think he will give Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford a run for their money. Yes, sir. What did he do, Vinny? He bit him. What a punk. Oh, man, would I have loved that fight with Mell Charlo, because I had something against him. Would have loved that fight. The time catches up with all of us, though. And at 154, at 49 years old, my best days are behind me. Like the world championship belts that I display in the watch parties. So I thank y'all for tapping in the watch parties. And I appreciate y'all for tapping in now. Because if I don't know nothing, one thing I know for sure It's boxing. That's right, boxing. And anybody can lose or anybody can lose. They got me say, I'm so used to talking to my man from over in Pakistan. That's how they talk. Anybody can lose. Anybody can lose. I thought it was anybody can lose. That ain't got nothing to do with me not graduating from high school. Anybody can lose. Anybody can lose on any given Saturday. That's right. So it hasn't been any upsets lately. Looked like we was about to have an upset early on in the fight with Jamie Munguia. Yeah, he was in a real fight. But then them body shots started catching up to his opponent. And it was night. It was over with. Then I turned the remote. I turned to the next channel, and it was Berlanga. Now, of course, I fell asleep on a boring fight. You know, I don't even want to watch boring fights because one thing about it, if it's a boxing match, you're watching a fight. And ain't that what they say in the video game? Fight! You know, Mortal Kombat, fight! You're watching a fight. So if you're not fighting, we're not watching. I'm not watching. We not watching. He was always cherry picking. You know, that's really a good point when it comes to cherry picking. Because nowadays, just think about it. Now, be honest with yourself. If you got a chance to pick anybody in the world to make $7 million, would you fight the best out here? Or would you cherry pick? Be honest. Now, I never cherry pick, so it's easy to say I would never cherry pick. But if you got a chance to fight anybody in the world, I'm talking about somebody that can really fight or somebody that can't really fight, which one would you pick to make $10 million? Talk to me. Big music in the building. And we salute to you too, buddy. One love. I'm going with the easy work. See, I had to fight the harder fights because guys like Mayweather wouldn't fight them guys, so I had to be the next man up. Guys like Canelo wouldn't fight those guys, so I had to be the man up. The next man up. Guys like Cotto, Miguel Cotto wouldn't fight them guys, so I had to be the next man up. Olympic style boxing can get boring. We need at least a wobble, shake it. Okay, that's right. We need one. A cherry pick. You don't cherry pick though. Nah, I never did. Never ever did. Yes, sir. Hold on, my doggies. Yeah, so no, I'm just trying to figure out though between Jermell Charlo. Now, Jermell Charlo did sign a contract to fight Cotto. So Jermell Charlo and Cotto has agreed. Now, he had a choice. He had a choice to fight Cotto, or he could have just said, you know what? I want to fight the man that beat the man. You know, I want to fight Fundora, the one who actually beat Eric Lubin. Which one did he take? He took Cotto, who looked very vulnerable in his last fight. Now, some can say Fundora looked vulnerable in his last fight because he did get dropped by Eric Lubin. But Eric Lubin isn't the same fighter that Jermell Charlo beat when they fought. He got more experience. He came a long way, changed trainers and everything. And boy, oh boy, you talking about a great fight? I'm talking about one of the best fights you can watch. Not just in this year, not just in 2022. We talking about period. I mean, and kind of reminded me of Sugar Ray Leonard Tommy Hearns won. Go watch that fight if y'all haven't saw it. Erickson Lubin versus Sebastian Fundora. What a fight, bro. And that fight could be career-ending. Hopefully not for Erickson Lubin. His face was, man. But I pray for him because I really like the kid, man. And, I respect him. He's been on the live before. And I look forward to getting him back on so he can tell his story. And why did they force him to fight that 6'6" giant? Why? I would have told him, kill yourself. I'm not taking that fight. Stop it. No. I'd have told him, find yourself, son. Find yourself. No, never. Not in a million years. Or give me that bag. Now, real talk, what I think happened, though, is that if he didn't take the fight, he would be sitting on the shelf for a whole year. Let me rewind that. He would be sitting on the shelf for a whole year if he didn't take that fight. So that's the reason why I think he took it. Now, shout out and respect to Al Heyman. But his fighters fight like once a year, once every 2 years. When was the last time Danny Garcia fought? Talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. When was the last time Gary Russell fought before he fought his last fight? Talk to me. I'm just being 100 with y'all. So tell me, so he probably was like, you know what? For a little bag or something, because he probably still got paid some good money. He might have made 100,000. But that fight versus Fundora, well, it was a chance you could lose your spot. You could end up getting your face dismantled, or you can get hurt real bad. Had to climb up. He was that close to fighting Jermell Charlo again. Something he wanted real bad. Revenge feels so good. I think in one of Tupac's song, he said, revenge is like, it's the sweetest joy next to being with your wife. Oh, man, you talk about the good life. Now, I was able to get revenge. And a fighter I lost my first fight to, his name was Saku Pao. The bell went ding, ding, ding. And I was like, yeah, boy, I'm about to knock his head off. Because my promoter told me, K9, his name is Harley Brown. This is how he talked. K9. He had the bag and he had K9, 10,000, first round knockout, K9, 10,000, K9. And the man used to walk around with $100,000 in his jacket. 100,000. The man was worth $50 million. Let me rewind that. The man was worth $50 million. His name was Harley Brown. That's when I was on a team called First Round Production. And yes, in the first round of the production, I went out there and tried to get that first round knockout because I was getting 10,000 for a first round knockout if I knocked them out, and I was getting 10,000 for the fight. This was on Showtime, my time to shine. I'm looking at the bright lights, I'm like, oh yeah. And the bell goes ding, 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 and we jump out there. Boop, boop. Both of us knocked each other down. Now the referee was shocked. He was like, wow, never saw this before. So instead of him doing the right thing, like that movie that one, what's the producer made that song called? Called that movie called Do the Right Thing. But instead of him doing the right thing, the right thing, he didn't know what to do. He let us continue to fight. Okay. Boom. And my man hit me with the left hand and I fell. And I got up. And I fell. And I got up. Because my equilibrium was off. I never got knocked down ever in my life, so I didn't know what to do. So going through something for the first time, especially when it's something bad, there's no telling what you're going to do. No telling what you're going to do. But anyway, fast forward. Guess what happened after that? My career did this. His career did that. Now, how's that? See, when you got God on your side, all things are possible. Right after that, because I remember praying to God, God, please give me nothing but big fights. So my next fight, I was on the Contender. Woo! Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. I was on the Contender in my next fight. Yes, indeed. Watched by the world, by millions of people, every week on the Contender. That's right. On the Contender, I was watched, viewed by millions every week. And to this day, words from your boy, Deontay Wilder. And to this day, they be like, man, are you K9 from the Contender? And I be like, yeah. Oh, I say, they're like, yeah, that's him. A bark, a bite. Oh, man, right? K9, my dog. How many cats I had that was in jail watching my fight? They like, dog, K9. I done had, I'm talking about seriously. I mean, I can't count on 2 hands, 3 hands. How many people told me, K9, I was in a joint, bro. I was watching you, bro, and I was rooting for you. You know what I'm saying? I did what you went through. You know what I'm saying? It reminded me of me, came up rough. Nobody gave you nothing. You know what I mean? Respect. So back to the point. Revenge. See, y'all thought I was punch drunk. I can get right back to where I just started. And I went somewhere else with it. Revenge. Tupac said, revenge is as good as getting. Woo! There it is. You and the wifey in the bedroom. That's right. The wifey now, you know, don't fornicate. It can be great. You just get married. Yeah, so to beat Charlo, man, that would have made, listen, that fight to beat Charlo and to win a world title, Erickson Lubin would have been on cloud 9. But they put a 6'7" giant in front of him. And he couldn't get past that 6'7" giant. They didn't want him to get past that giant. So they threw a giant in there. That's bad. That's bad. That's terrible. And I would be suing. I would be on my way to the bank. Listen, I wouldn't have to box no more because I would go get the greatest lawyers in the world. Because why should I have to go fight this guy? It's like I got all the way to the top to have to fall all the way to the bottom when I'm there. How is he able, especially the big brother, Jamal Charlo, how is he able to fight who he want to fight when he want to fight him, even as a world champion? But I got to fight the toughest guys to get my rematch with Miguel Charlo. He probably never get that rematch now because Miguel Charlo is moving up in weight. So what you gonna do, chase him? I wasn't gonna chase. No, listen to me. I wasn't gonna chase Saku Powell. But I did fight Saku Powell as a world champ. Now he looking at me like, this guy's scared of me. Now he couldn't listen. He got to the top. I know he's watching my career like, I beat this man. How is this man on a Contender, got millions of fans, and I beat this guy? I embarrassed this guy on Showtime. And how is he? So he was envying me. He just couldn't stand the fact that somebody he beat, somebody career you thought he would have ended up becoming a world champ, a Contender fan favorite reality show superstar. That's right. At one point in time, my name was ringing like Floyd Mayweather's name. As he signed autographs, I was signing autographs. One day when we were in the same building, they were like, Money May! And they were like, K9! I'm like, yeah, the champ is here. That's right. The champ is here. But boy, let me tell you something. Let me say something. Let me say something. When we fought again, stop it! I beat the brakes off that man. And I told him, I said, bro, the only reason why you won the first time is because I was promised $10,000 for a first round knockout. Let me rewind that. I was promised $10,000 for a first round knockout. So anytime I got a chance to take 20 stacks home and, you know, I'm knocking somebody out and it's there to be made and there to be done, and I done whooped that trick from post to post, from street to street and ring to ring. I said, I'm gonna get that bread. The fast forward, guess what? We fought again, finally. And I wasn't going to chase him because it don't make no sense of going backwards when you're going forward. So in my career, I had went forward. Yes, I went forward in my career because after I lost, he went this way, I went that way. So I wasn't about to look through the rearview mirror and say, well, I'm going to fight him again because, he beat me. I owe him. No, you know what? You got me that day. But I did say to myself, if I ever get in there with him again, I'm going to make him pay. And I was letting my son know that anybody ever fought in the amateurs or the pros, if I fought him the second time, I destroyed him. So if you beat me the first time, I fight you the second time, you in trouble. That's in the amateurs or the pros. So in the amateurs, I fought against a guy from the Crunk gym in an amateur fight. Beat me the first time. I fought him in a rematch. Then I dislocated his shoulder in the diamond gloves. I fought a guy named Charles Scales who manhandled me in the exhibition. Fought with them diamond gloves, dropped him. He couldn't even stand up. I hit him with so many body shots. So when I finally fought Suku Pao, I told him, I said, bro, Andy Lee, former world champ, my young brother from Ireland, told me, said, listen, bro, K9 is not the same K9 you fought, man. K9 is a lot better than you think. And he like, no. So when I saw him, and listen, he was out there in California a week before I even got out there. I kept watching social media. And he like, man, I hope K9 show up. I hope K9 show up. He thought I was scared of him or something. I'm like, I'm going to keep training because I still got time to train for this fight. I'm going to train all the way to the very last day because when it's time to fight, it's time to fight. So I didn't get there to the very last day because I'm trying to get all the condition. I'm trying to prepare like never before because when I get in the ring with this cat, I'm going to end his career. So once I got in the ring with him, before I got in the ring with him, I told him in the weigh-in, I said, bro, Andy Lee told you what was up. He told you, boy, listen, you fought a whole different person, bro. I'm telling you, you fought me at the time where I wasn't focused. I was trying to get an extra 10 stacks for a first round knockout, bro. And that's the only reason why you got down. But I'm telling you, I'm a lot better and I'm going to show you. He like, what? So I got on the scale. After you get on the scale, it's time to go eat. Because, to make weight, it ain't easy when you got guns like mine. See, look at that. That right there, making it 154 was hard to do. So after I made weight, I went to go eat. He like, no, hold on, man. Hold on, nothing. I'll see you tomorrow. So when I beat him, he was never the same because he knew he was going to beat me. Y'all go search that fight. Suku Pao, Cornelius K9 Bundrich 2. Because everybody remember the first fight. They keep on showing it. They show it every time Showbox come on. They show two guys knocking each other down. That was me. So thank God they showed the ending of the fight. But that was me. But guess what? Even if they showed the ending, so what? I went on to become a 2-time world champ. So I don't even care about that no more. I done turned the channel, boy. I done turned the channel. I know my people's talking. What y'all talking about? I learned the value of training from Ali, Bruce Lee, and Mike Tyson. Okay. I see Mike Tyson inspired a lot of people. Dog. That's my mans in them. The reply. The best. That's right. The best. You ain't lying. He sure shoulda, but coulda, shoulda, woulda, did. But hey, the Contender, best show on TV. And the good thing about it is, it wasn't. You wasn't acting. It was what it was. What you saw is what you saw. All day, Stevie J. That's my heavyweight right there, y'all. Oh, my cruiserweight, because he done lost weight. Boy, when I first started training, Steve was at, what was you at, Steve? 215? Got him down to 180, 186, 189. Talk to him, Steve. Where you at, champ? Where you at? I be in the ring and Stevie's trying to bite me. I be like, Steve, bro, listen, this ain't Holyfield. I ain't headbutting you. I'm not headbutting you. I'm just whooping you. I'm whooping you, Steve. That's all I'm doing, champ. Oh, my favorite K9 moment. We gotta do the K9 moments. Oh, K9, you bark. Yeah, you remember that? Yeah, that's classic. That's gonna go down in history. All you gotta do is watch the video when this first come on. Yeah, oh, K9, you bark. Yeah. Hey, Lonnie Beasley, can I get some sparring or something, bro? Come to the gym. We need that work. We over at Jab's Gym, bro. Definitely. We looking for great trainers, too. I told my cousin about you, so come on and tap in. Lonnie Beasley, former IBO champion in the building. Oh, Stevie J was at 235 pounds. Then he started training with K9, and now where you at? How much you weigh now, champ? Talk to me. Let him know. Talk to me. Where you at now? That's rep. Repping it. Keith, good point, Keith. Keith said, why is Lomo still on a pound for pound ESPN pound for pound list? Because listen, ESPN, even though they cover boxing, they don't know nothing about boxing. For real. They don't know nothing about boxing. Uh-oh. Stop it! Oh, you got to be kidding me, bro. Oh, Stevie J all day say Mike Tyson inspired all of us to bite. I mean fight. But Stevie J, you gotta let them know, I had you was at 135, 235 when you came to me. But then afterwards, when you got in good shape and I trained you, how much did you weigh afterwards? How much you weigh now? How much did you lose? Who can stop Benavidez? Benavidez. Who stopped Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson. People think that Buster Douglas was the reason for Mike Tyson losing. Mike Tyson did that to himself. I mean, Buster Douglas has something to do with it, but think about it. Mike Tyson wasn't training the same. Mike Tyson was probably getting nookie on top of nookie on top of nookie. Mike Tyson, as you see today, he be hitting them blunts, man. Mike Tyson be all over the place. So Mike Tyson, not trying to be nasty, but he beat himself. For real. 188. And that's with the clothes on. So he went from 235 to 188. And could get down even more. But see, Steve won't run on his own. See, Steve come to the gym, he train hard. But when he at home, he don't do no running. Maybe because he be too busy. But Steve, you got to run too. Every morning when you get up before you go to work, you should run 6 miles, 5 miles, like Mike Tyson did. Did come to the gym and still train. See? And you would be down to 165 if you train like Mike Tyson. You train like K9 Cornelius Bundrich, you would be all the way down, boy. Because remember, I walked around weighing 187 easy and get down to 154. Holla at your boy. That's right. Didn't need no nutritionist or none of that. No personal trainer or none of that. All I needed was the scale to see where I was at. Oh, 180? Okay. Okay, tomorrow? 177? Okay. Tomorrow? Okay. Looking at the scale. Oh, yeah. Okay, 170? Okay. Yeah, get it down then. Buster Douglas shocked the world. Buster Douglas shocked himself. The greatest upset in boxing history, Buster Douglas defeating Mike Tyson. And how did he do it? He was not scared of him. First of all, the man had heart, more heart than he ever had probably ever in his life. He was inspired by the death of his mama, I believe. I know it was either his mama or his dad had died. I can't remember because it was so long ago. And really, to be honest with you, I want to forget what happened because at that time, Mike Tyson was my role model. I don't want to say idol because I don't feel like you should idol anything. I don't like American Idol because you don't supposed to idol nothing. You hear me? And so he was the guy I looked up to. Like, that was my favorite fighter. I wanted to be like Mike. Everybody, mama wanted to be like Mike. Either this Mike doing this or that Mike doing that. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. And I was no different. Now, Mike got in a lot of trouble. What was the biggest downfall for Mike Tyson? Was it them lying on him going to jail? Was it robbing, but wasn't ever given? Was it dying king? Or was it Costamato dying? Talk to me. Mike Tyson, the greatest fear factor fighter of all time. Mike Tyson had that fear factor. He won a lot of his fights just off guys being scared to death of him. They said when Michael Spence was in his dressing room, he heard the pads getting hit. And he was scared to death. He didn't want to come out the dressing room. No, he didn't want to come out the dressing room. So before he got in the ring, he had already lost the fight because he was scared to death. Deontay Wilder has that fear factor. And one person who wasn't scared of him is the person that beat him, Tyson Fury. So when you ain't scared of somebody and you fight the bully back, a lot of times the bully don't know what to do. So I just trained my my homie's son. And he thanks me for training his son because some kid was trying to bully his son. And he said, K9, I appreciate you. Because that bully, he learned the hard way. I hate bullies, man. And Mike Tyson is the bully of boxing, the greatest bully of boxing. Him, George Foreman. I mean, not in a bad way because whatever it take to win, win. And Mike Tyson had what it take to win. Not only did people scared of him, it was a reason why they were scared of him. He was quick. He trained hard. Can fight. And he would say some of the craziest things in the world. He told Lennox Lewis that he was going to eat his kids. He said he's going to eat his kids up or something. Like, and Lennox Lewis said, how are you going to do that when I don't even have any kids? Because I heard Lennox Lewis was, before that became a style. Wow. Stop it. Oh my goodness. Oh, any given night, I perform like Mike Tyson. Oh, yeah? Michael Jordan or Michael Jackson. Oh, he gonna say Biggie Smalls. Why not Tupac? You know, we grew up in the Tupac era. You from the West Side, bro. Oh, you from the East Side. The East Side, they like Biggie Smalls. West Side, we rolling with Tupac, because Tupac was like, West Side. Okay, move my fingers like, West Side. That was your man, Tupac. I don't know why my nose is running so much. Maybe because I used to run so much. Somebody tell Stevie J all day he got to run. You can't just train and not run. You got to run. And you can't wait for the coach to tell you to go run. You got to go run, champ. Because if you don't run, you're going to get tired. Now look at Deontay Wilder when he fought Tyson Fury in his last fight. Word on the streets is that he didn't run for that fight because he wanted to keep his weight up. You know, when you do a lot of running, go look at Chris Bird. Chris Bird run. Go look at the average marathon runner. They be skinny as I don't know what. Chris Bird went from heavyweight and now he's fighting at 160 something. Let me rewind that. He's fighting at 160 something because he's running and running and running. He won't stop running. Maybe I'm going to start running like that too so I can keep my weight down. But I'm not trying to look like a basehead. But yeah, Deontay Wilder did not run for the fight because he knew if he'd have started running or would have been running, his weight would have been down, and he didn't want to be smaller, that much smaller than Tyson Fury. He felt like if he could kind of match weight, if his weight was up more, that he wouldn't be able to get moved around and all that. Because in their last fight, Tyson Fury was able to outmuscle Deontay Wilder. So even though Wilder was stronger than Tyson Fury used his weight because he had a weight advantage over Deontay Wilder. But the thing about it though is like, why wouldn't this trainer tell him, bro, you got to still run? His trainer is experienced, Malik Scott. So Deontay Wilder's trainer, Malik Scott, me and him had actually, both of us and Manny Pacquiao fought on the Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis undercard. Let me rewind that. Mike Tyson's undercard, Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis undercard. I was blessed to be on it. Yes. I believe I fought the second bout. Malik Scott, who is Deontay Wilder's trainer right now, unless Deontay Wilder fired him, fought on the same undercard. But I'm wondering why he didn't tell Deontay Wilder that, bro, you got to run. If you lose weight, you ain't got no, you don't have to get on the scale and make weight because you heavyweight. Heavyweights don't have to make weight. So they can weigh 260, 280, 390, 500 pounds. It don't matter. There's no restrictions on the weight. So his trainer should have told him, don't worry about it. If you lose weight, eat some food. It don't matter. Just eat. But you got to run because if you don't run, you're not going to have no legs. And Wilder didn't have any legs. If you notice, after the third or fourth round, maybe even the second or first round, his legs were gone because he was throwing all them hard punches with no legs. Running helps you to have legs. You ain't got legs, you can't last in a tough boxing match where you in there with a guy who's bigger than you, taller than you. But you live and learn. Much respect to Deontay Wilder. Definitely like him. Great for the sport of boxing. One thing about him is like Mike Tyson. You gonna get what you gonna get. You gonna either stop me or I'm gonna stop you. Stop it! All day. Respect to both guys because I know both guys. I spar Tyson Fury. And every time I see Wilder, it's all respect. So let's go, champ. So yeah, I don't know if the fight is actually set in stone that they'll be fighting, October 29th. Let's go and see if you know what you're talking about, champ. I know they said they might fight then, but let me see. Are you capping? No, it ain't on social media. So hopefully they do fight October 29th. I'm rolling with Errol Spence. Errol Spence, the truth. Anytime you say you the truth, ain't no lie in you. So we gonna find out if he's really the truth. But I like Terrence Crawford. He can switch from left to right and right to left. Kind of like N1. If y'all like N1, the basketball players, I like Hot Sauce. That boy, Hot Sauce. The boy got handles. Or what's his name? I can't think his name. I think his name was the professor. Y'all don't know nothing about no N1. Well, we gonna say Terrence Crawford is the N1 of boxing. So he can go from left to right and right to left on a dime at all times. So who y'all got winning if they fought? Drew Gaff. Mike Tyson said it best, champ. Everybody got a plan until they get hit in the mouth. That's right. Gino, where you at, Gino? I don't know, buddy. It's a lot of people gonna lose money. Some people gonna lose houses on that fight. Oh man, somebody gonna be mad. It won't be me because I'm not betting on the fight. Stevie Z say he got Crawford. Hey, listen. I don't think you could lose going to betting with Crawford. I feel like that if they do fight, Crawford might be the favorite. He definitely has more tools in the box because he can, he can switch and everything. He can switch hit. So Terrence Crawford is going to be very dangerous. If I was to bet, I'm not a bettor, but if I was to bet on that fight, you would have to give me a couple of rounds in that fight because I feel like that Terrence Crawford will be the favorite. He has more tools in his box. You know what I mean? He can do more things. He can switch to southpaw. He can fight right-handed. He can box. He can punch. So I'm not going to just say Errol Spence is going to win. Errol Spence has one style, and he's good at his one style. Kind of like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is good at that one style he got. He ain't going to box you. He fighting. Errol Spence can box, though, better than Mike Tyson. But he going to fight you majority of the times. I never saw Errol Spence in there just moving around like Muhammad Ali on his toes and pop. I never saw him do that. I always saw him going forward, blocking, punching, blocking. That's Errol Spence. You get what you get. Now, Terrence Crawford, I done saw him switch from right to left, left to right, southpaw, orthodox, and still stop you. That's right. So there you have it. If they fight October the 29th, we've been talking about they gonna fight. We've been hearing about it, but nothing's set in stone yet. Sam, what's up, Sam? All right, say bud all day. That's why we have opinions on here. You feel me? Everybody got an opinion, but somebody gonna be right for sure, and somebody gonna be wrong. Somebody gonna be right, and somebody gonna be wrong for sure. But guess what? I'm just gonna call it like I see it. I'm gonna love calling that fight. Listen, when that fight take place, y'all definitely gotta tap in because boy, oh boy, I'm gonna go in. I'm prepared for super fights. So when I commentate on the watch parties, we go in, y'all, and I gotta give y'all an applaud because the last watch party we had, Gervonta Davis versus Rolly on my wrist, not today though, but Rolly on my wrist, we had 197,000 views. Let me rewind that. We had 197,000 views. So if you were among the viewers that actually tuned in, man, and we had 1,400 new subscribers. Man, if you were one of the 114,000 new subscribers or 1,400 new subscribers, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. Stevie Z say fans will win that fight. They will. Well, hopefully, because what if they drop an egg? What if the fight it's like Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather? Even though both guys are in their prime, what if they drop an egg? What if they drop an egg? It can happen. When you want something so bad and you finally get it, you realize you didn't want it as bad as you thought you wanted it, or it wasn't going to be as good as you thought it was going to be. Looking at that chick, and you be like, man, she looks so good. But then you start seeing the real her, and you be like, oh, man, I hate you. I hate you. I wish I never met you. So looks can be deceiving. And styles make fights. So one thing we know for sure, I think we know for sure, when Errol Spence, we ain't gonna say if, we're gonna say when, let's claim it. When Errol Spence fights Terrence Crawford, one thing we know for sure is they ain't gonna be in there banging. Not in the first 2 rounds. Crawford is gonna be the mover. He's gonna be trying to stick and move. He's gonna be trying to figure out Errol Spence. And Errol Spence is going to be trying to figure out Terrence Crawford. So Errol Spence is going to be walking Terrence Crawford down. Terrence Crawford going to be trying to, feel his power, but feel his power at a distance. So what we're going to be watching in that fight, I believe is going to be kind of like Rolly versus Gervonta Davis. Rolly is going to be Errol Spence early on. Gervonta Davis is going to be Terrence Crawford early on. But I don't think we're going to get the same results as we did in the Gervonta Davis-Rolly Romero fight. I don't think that Terrence Crawford has the power to stop Errol Spence. Now, anything can happen. And if he go to the body, you can weaken a man that's bigger than you and stronger than you, But I think the will to win, because both guys show a real strong will to win against each other, to beat each other. Both guys are undefeated. So that fight, man, listen, has this potential to be Tommy Hearns versus Sugar Ray Leonard 1. The greatest fight I ever saw in my life was Tommy Hearns versus Sugar Ray Leonard 1. Both guys in their prime. Both guys proving that they the best. Want to prove they're the best. Both guys skill level out of this world. And to this day, if Mayweather fought either one of them guys in their prime, Mayweather would not be undefeated. Because I'm telling you, Sugar Ray Leonard in his prime, Tommy Hearns in his prime, boy. No, Jonathan, no. They took too long, but in the long run, the fans lost and the fighters won. So at the end of the day, it's really about the fighters, because the fans can always be fans of the next person that gets in the ring. But what about the fighter? When a fighter career is over with, either he's broke, rich, punch drunk, or he has all his senses. Nobody is screaming no more, K9, K9, at the end of your fights. I'm talking about at the end of your career. Either you got it or you don't. Can you imagine how many people is writing Gerald McCullough right now? Blood, sweat, and tears. And he's blind from boxing. Mildred Taylor. You can't even hear what's coming out his mouth. Terry Norris. Sad story. Jermaine Taylor. I mean, come on, man, So to call a fighter a bum, and we have all been accused of that, is what you call bold. Man, these people put their life on the line for us. Jazz Jackson, y'all hear him? Prime time. Sugar Ray Leonard? I would say Sugar Ray Leonard, all-time best fighter in the world. If you ask me right now, the way I'm feeling right now, the greatest fighter of all time is Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard. The best ever. TBE. Sugar Ray Leonard. Yeah, Riddick Bowe, a little punch drunk too, man. Now, I don't know, Jamil. I don't know. Sugar Ray Leonard all day, Drew. Sugar Ray Leonard all day. All day. Stevie J, Sugar Ray. I know, I wouldn't say Ray Robinson is the GOAT. I would say Sugar Ray Leonard is the GOAT. Now, Sugar Ray got the name from Sugar Ray, but Sugar Ray Leonard, see, Sugar Ray Robinson, I don't think he had the same. Now, those fighters back then really could fight, but they didn't have a name. It wasn't no TV to be able to see how good they were. Like we were able to see how good Roberto Duran was, how good Tommy Hearns was, Alexis Arguello, the Hawk. Yeah, the Hawk. It's a few Hawks out here, and they ain't all and all of them ain't from Atlanta. Tim Jones. Salute. It's one of the Sugar Rays for sure. Definitely. Definitely. And when you think about it, when you really think about it, guess what? Sugar Ray already beat Mayweather. Think about it. Sugar Ray Leonard beat Mayweather. That's right. Floyd Mayweather. Senior. He already done beat him. So he already beat Mayweather. I'll let you know right there. Whoop that trick. I'm talking about a like button. But yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard already beat Mayweather. Hey, you know what? That's because they wasn't getting paid no money. So sure, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he ain't fight twice a day. The pennies they were getting compared to what the fighters are getting today. I heard he was a good fighter, but I wasn't up on him. I wasn't up on him, champ. KO the like button, bro. KO the like button. JJ. Dynamite. My man JJ. Appreciate it. I'm trying to make one. Tim Jones. That reminded me of Mike Jones. Man, talk to him, man. They get them likes up. KO the like button. Whoop the trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick, boy. Hey, Stevie J, listen, bro. Sugar Ray Leonard, #1, pound for pound. The greatest ever. I mean, I wouldn't put him before Mike Tyson because I was a big fan of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is one of the reasons why I started boxing. Roy Jones is one of my favorite. Sugar Shane Mosley is one of my favorite. But what Sugar Ray Leonard was able to do against Tommy Hearns back was bigger than Triple G back. And he was fighting at 147. I mean, Sugar Ray Leonard had to go through fire to beat Tommy Hearns. Floyd Mayweather would not have beat Tommy Hearns at 147. What Tommy Hearns did to Ray Leonard, it cost him his career. Remember, he retired after that because he had a torn retina. One of his eyes was damaged badly. And he still came back and fought again. And he beat Marvin Hagler. What resume? Who got a better resume than Sugar Ray Leonard? Sugar Ray Leonard beat Roberto Duran. Let me rewind that. Sugar Ray Leonard beat Roberto Duran. Sugar Ray Leonard beat Tommy Hearns. Let me rewind that. Sugar Ray Leonard beat Tommy Hearns. Sugar Ray Leonard beat Marvin Hagler. Let me rewind that. Sugar Ray Leonard beat Marvin Hagler. Just those three right there. Just them three right there. That's it. Game over. The best ever. And but Vinny's saying he didn't beat Terry Norris. He was an old Sugar Ray Leonard. But a young Sugar Ray Leonard, stop it! You already know what it is. Tito Trinidad, I heard this whole boxing career was because he wore plasters. A lot of people don't know that he wore plasters. My man's Eddie Carr told me his son Obercar was about to fight Tito Trinidad, and Tito Trinidad was wearing plasters. He told Don King, and Don King told him to keep it closed. So I don't respect Tito Trinidad's career just off that, knowing that he probably was cheating like Antonio Margarita. If you notice that one thing about Tito Trinidad is that even if you knocked him down, he would get up and fight you even harder than he did at first. Now I'm kind of thinking he did it because he knew once some plasters got wet, it'd turn into a cast. So it made it easier that's okay. All I got to do is keep fighting because eventually my hands are going to be hard like a cast. So when I'm hitting my opponent, it's going to feel like a cast. But yeah, that boy was cheating, man. So, and I got a reliable source that told me that. Hey, the man, what up, though, champ? What's happening, Brody? I don't know what I would put. I don't know where I would put Rocky Marciano. I don't know where I would put him at. But one thing I will tell you about Rocky Marciano is that he is very underrated. Because, and I'm not trying to play the racist game, but you would think that him being white, and Tupac said it's a white man's world, even though I don't agree with that. But with him being white, being a heavyweight world champ and never lost, you would think that a lot of the coaches, black, white, especially white people, would actually say he was the greatest, he was the GOAT. But I never hear white people, talk about him being a GOAT. Definitely ain't gonna hear black people talk about him being a GOAT. And I think he deserves way more credit than he gets. I wouldn't care if he beat people past their prime. Rocky Marciano should be talked about, and he's a great fighter. I don't know if I would put him in top 10, but he should be pound for pound, one of the best ever. The man never lost. And he beat older fighters in their prime. I mean, older fighters past their prime, but he never lost. And he was the heavyweight world champ. And he was short. I give fighters at heavyweight division that's short and become heavyweight world champ a lot of credit, because a reach advantage means a lot. When you got a guy that can hit you from across the street and you can still find a way to hit him with any kind of punch and hurt him and knock him out, you deserve a lot of credit for that. That's why I give Mike Tyson, excuse me, a lot of credit, because Mike Tyson was knocking a lot of guys out, heavyweights, and he was only 5'10". Some people say 5'11". Some say 5'8". He wasn't 6 feet and had the fear factor. Was knocking heavyweights out. So what? They wasn't Muhammad Ali, or they wasn't Joe Frazier, or they wasn't Lennox Lewis. They were still heavyweights, and he had very disadvantages against heavyweights, being a little short guy, and man, he definitely got more credit than Rocky Marciano because of social media at the time. I think when Rocky Marciano was fighting, we were in the black and white TV days. When Mike Tyson started fighting, Mike Tyson got a contract and he signed with Showtime for $200 million. Let me rewind that. He made $200 million. That's right. He signed a contract for $200 million with Showtime. And I like that you said in your opinion, because to be honest with you, I never liked Holyfield's style. To me, he just fought dirty. I'm going to tell you who remind me of Holyfield. They both remind me of each other. They both fight dirty. They rugged. They tough. I mean, they got the job done. It's all that matters. Like Big Daddy Kane's song, I Get the Job Done. They got the job done, but their styles were nasty. I couldn't stand watching their fights. Holyfield and Bernard Hopkins, they both remind me so much of each other. Nasty styles, elbow you, hit you with low blows, grab you, make it rough, ugly, nasty, but they get the job done. That's all that matters. But man, you couldn't pay me to watch majority of their fights. I couldn't stand watching them fight. Dirty, 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 dirty. Tim Jones. Stevie J all day. We in the building. You in the gym tomorrow, champ? Oh yeah, boxers, weightlifters, basketball players, football players, soccer players, soccer moms, cousins, aunties. The whole world use steroids, not just boxers. There you go. It's a fight. It's a bark, a bite. That's right. At the end of the day, that's rep. It's a fight. Oh, Lil K9 tapped in. Shout out to Lil K9, y'all. That boy beat a national champion yesterday. So y'all, show some love to Little K9. Get that man a bark. Get that man a bark. Let's go, champ. K9 versus SB. Who y'all got? And what? In boxing debate? What you talking about, Wallace? What you talking about, Willis? You talking about in a debate in boxing? What are you talking about, a debate? Are you talking about a one-on-one in basketball? I mean, you shouldn't challenge me in what? What you challenging me in now? Cram, say Lil K9. Listen, y'all don't know that the future of boxing is in my son's hands. You hear me? So y'all need to be tapping in, so y'all won't be like y'all just fans of Team K9 now because he's a world champ. So do it. Tap in now. Be down with the team now so I can remember y'all, because once, we got 1 million subscribers, and it's all because now we got Lil K9 as a world champ and people following him because of that. It ain't going to be real. So we going to keep it 100 at all times. S-Rep, yeah, you better be following Lil K9. Follow Lil K9 on Instagram at Little K9 Slick. That girl talking about some everything. You can't beat me in everything, girl. Y'all gotta whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. When I say whoop that trick, I'm talking about the like button. Because if SB said whoop that trick, that means y'all not tapping in on the like buttons. If you just not tapping in, hit the like button. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. KO that trick. Jonathan, man, tell the whole world what you just said, boss. The whole world. Because they need to know. They got to act like they know. And I appreciate y'all because, man, we went from like 17,000 subscribers to 25,000, going on 26,000. So we moving it. We moving it. Man, KO that trick, boy. That's right. You got to KO that trick. We got shirts coming out real soon. SB, can you get them a sneak preview of that? Stop it! Stop it! Shout out to SB. It's in the dictionary. And today is SB birthday. Shout out to SB. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. I want to see you in your birthday suit. Give me that beat, fool. It's a full-time jack move. I always say that, though, like, you know, when I'm going to look out for SB, I always say it's her birthday. So, all cap. El Toro. What's up, champ? What's up with Charlo? Oh, man, Charlo is about to whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Easy work. Hashtag easy work. Jazz Jackson with the first super chat. See, we don't be begging on here. We let y'all tap in if y'all want to. If not, it's on y'all. So the first tap goes out to Jazz Jackson. Team K9, appreciate you. And he says, fights I want, Bivol Benavidez at 175 against who? Crawford Spence. Yeah, good one. Lomachenko Haney. I don't know if Lomachenko boxing anymore. Charlo and Canelo. Why that one? 168, but that ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Stop it! For sure. There are actually some good ones though, to be honest with you. Real talk. I want to see Jamel Charlo and Jamel Charlo and Sebastian Fundora. Yeah, now if he go out there and beat Sebastian Fundora, don't move up, fight him. If you fight him and beat him, I'm gonna take my hat off to you. I'm gonna take my hat off to you. These fighters coming around at the right time. The right time. And y'all can super chat. You know, we accept food stamps, the bridge card, you know. You can cash app. I don't know if SB got the cash app on here. Oh, yeah, we all up on all this right here. You see? TikTok. Good job, SB. We all Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Oh, man. What's the other one? I used to be the man on this one. MySpace. Don't come in MySpace, SB, talking all that crap. You hear me? Bust your butt, girl. The champ don't ask for money. Only support. KO that like button. There you go. That's it. That's right. You don't see me with a sign talking about some. Yeah, you don't see me with a sign talking about some. Help me with my channel. Come on. $2 will do. $2 will do. Do that thing. Do that thing. Boy, y'all tapping in. Y'all hitting. Y'all got a lot to say, but y'all ain't hitting the like button. Y'all got everything to say, but I can't get them to cash in on the like button. And look at me, I'm sitting about to drink the top. Say, wow, you think so, John? P.S. What you talking about, Willis? It's a new era coming. Oh, yeah, listen. It's always a new era coming. Because we can't, listen, you can't stay young forever. Lil K9 is up next. Yeah, we definitely got a new era coming. Yeah. When we gonna get SB back on this boy? Last time SB went live, we got over 6,000 views. And I think that was the most views we ever got on a live. And we wasn't even on it that long. But then, you know, I KO'd her, you know, she was trying to have a conversation with me and we disagreed on something. And you know what I'm saying, I KO'd her, knockout. My points were better than her points. She got stuck, stuttering. And guess what? Stop it! We screamed, stop it. Everybody on the live was like, stop it! And the winner is, I remember hearing that on Showtime. And still, the IBF champion of the world from Detroit, Michigan, Cornelius, K9 Bundredge. Yeah. I'm gonna get my teeth fixed. Oh, I remember saying that. K9 versus Pacquiao. Oh, Pacquiao. I like Pacquiao. He stand for a lot, Christian. But I would have whooped that trick. Whooped that trick. The like button. I would have put it on Pacquiao. I learned my lesson when I lost my first fight against a southpaw. So as great as Manny Pacquiao was, and he is, oh, I'd have got him. Got him. Get him. Oh, we got Jazz. Jazz is spending money tonight. JJ Dynamite. And I ain't talking about good times. He said, champ, do you ever keep up with the guys from the Contender? How are they doing? I think I remember Gomez. He was on season 1. He fought Canelo. Wonder how the other guys are doing. Oh, we had the Contender reunion. Now, if y'all actually press to see that, we can start the Contender reunion again next Thursday. We were having a Contender reunion every Thursday. And we stopped it. You know, I just wanted to get back with the fellas and, you know, let y'all see what they were doing in their life. And yeah, we can start that back over though. If the fans want it, what the fans want, the fans gonna get. With my subscribers and likers and my dogs on the channel, my team K9. What y'all want, y'all get. All you gotta do is let me know. Demand it. Say SB. Put it together. I'm gonna have to roll with Canelo. But yeah, Jazz Jackson, appreciate you for the super chat. 2 of them. We got 2 super chats from one person. The JJ. And I ain't talking about Dynamite. We ain't talking about good times. But lately, we have been having good times. Every week we had great fights. I'm talking about Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castano. Erickson Lubin versus Sebastian Fundora. Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. So far this year, what has been the greatest fight this year so far? Which one? Gervonta Davis versus Rolly on my wrist. Not tonight, but maybe tomorrow. I believe he will get him a great fight. I don't think they really want that smoke. I wouldn't even listen. He would probably take lots of years off, not Jamel Charlo's career only, but life. That boy is nothing to play with, and he get a lot of leverage. They remind me of Orthodox. No. Southpaw. Paul Williams likes to fight on the inside, even though he's long. He can fight on the outside easy with that long reach, but prefers to fight on the inside. And don't mind getting hit. They don't mind it. Wow, 38 people in the chat and only 25 likes. See, that's the kind of stuff that make me not want to go live. I ain't gonna lie to you, because with the knowledge that I got, and I be spreading and giving back. But for cats not to push the like button and support the channel, it's like, if you notice, that's the reason why I haven't been doing a lot of tutorial videos, because I put a lot of time, me and SB, into tutorial videos and wasn't getting the views that I know we should have got. But then again, we didn't have as many subscribers as we have now. But we ain't gonna give up on Team K9. That's right. We ain't gonna give up on y'all. And I know you get right into the conversation once y'all tap in and y'all forget to tap on the like button. So it's all good, you know, in the hood sometimes. But now that you know, first thing you do when you first tap in, whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. And that's the like button. The trick is the like button. Whoop that boy. Oh, El Tero say he got 42. We should be at 45. We should constantly be going up. All the way up. Like that song, I can't remember who made it. All I like on the song is that all the way up. It's all the way up. Woo. And that fight right there look like it'll be ugly. Okay. SB with the text, talking about some. Stop it. No, it's all good. Don't pay me no mind. I be tripping sometimes. I be tripping. The only reason why. SB, you full of it. You tripping me out. Shout out to me for this great juice right here. Mushroom coffee. I bet y'all never heard of that before. Man, Charlo versus if Charlo vacate and Tony had to fight Fundora. And listen, I'm rolling with Tony Harrison from my block. You know what I mean? But man, I wouldn't want to get in the ring with that boy. That's a dangerous fight. Dangerous. I'm staying away from him. No, Cotto is fighting JP. He's already fighting Mell Charlo. They agreed to it. They're not going to purse bid now because they agreed to the fight. So they settled. So whatever they was offered, they took it, and now it's happening. That's right. Like Raj, what's happening? Let me tell you what's happening. They about to fight now. Them boys about to fight. K9 versus Vernon Forrest, Winky Wright, and Ricardo Munguia. Them were some hard fights, boy. Them fights would be harder than the fights today. Versus Vernon Forrest and Winky Wright and Ricardo Munguia, I'd rather fight Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, and Miguel Cotto than Vernon Forrest, Winky Wright, and Ricardo Munguia. I mean, Ricardo Munguia will be an easy fight. Tough guy. Styles make fights, and you see what he did to Vernon Forrest, even though Vernon Forrest was a better fighter. But yeah, he smoked cigarettes. Ain't nobody that smokes cigarettes gonna beat me. Not Holly. You better be in good shape. You better be focused. You better train hard. You better not be smoking no blunts. You better not be smoking no cigarettes. Or they gonna be screaming, stop it! Yes, indeed, champ. I like this beat right here. Man, it's a little slow, mellow. Kind of want to flow, but I think my flowing days over with. SB, while we got at the bottom of the screen, the subjects of what I was talking about is supposed to be right at the bottom. It normally be splashing by the screen. Okay. SB keeping me posted. Who want to see how SB look? Huh? I know SB looks so good that Floyd Mayweather was trying to talk to her behind my back. Let me rewind that. My wife looked so good that Floyd Mayweather was trying to talk to my wife behind my back. And she told him, stop it! I already got a champ. Cornelius, K9 Bundridge. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. She chose me. The one and only from the 313. The GOAT. Black man, who the GOAT? He got to be talking about me. I could be the GOAT. Your best fighter of all time ain't got to be Muhammad Ali, because everybody, when you ask them, who the greatest fighter of all time, first name come to mind is Muhammad Ali or Sugar Ray Robinson. You know why we can't be leaders? Now, think about this. Majority of the world, when you ask them who's the greatest fighter of all time, majority of the world say Muhammad Ali because they heard somebody say Muhammad Ali. Now, am I capping or what? Or they say Sugar Ray Robinson because they heard somebody else say Sugar Ray Robinson. Real talk. They never stand on their own feet and say who they like, who their greatest fighter of all time is, or who they feel like the best is. Hey, listen, the best fighter, in my eyes, as of right now, best fighter, I mean, not who I like the most. Not who I like the most and who I feel like the best fighter is two different things. Who I liked the most was Mike Tyson and then Roy Jones. So if I was to say who the best fighters pound bound in the world, was, I would say Mike Tyson, Roy Jones. But then somebody be like, man, K-Now, you crazy, man. Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Ali wasn't in my time. In the time that I wanted to be a boxer, I wanted to start boxing. What made me want to start boxing was Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. But the best fighter, I believe, I mean, you put all the fighters in there from Muhammad Ali to Roy Jones, I would have to say Sugar Ray Robinson. I have to say Sugar Ray Leonard, because Sugar Ray Leonard, anytime you can beat Tommy Hearns, a young Tommy Hearns at 147, man, you see what Tommy Hearns did to Roberto Duran? Bam! Roberto Duran still sleep. He still sleep. So anytime you can do that to Roberto Duran, you doing something. Roberto Duran, don't forget, he beat Sugar Ray Leonard the first time. But in the rematch, Sugar Ray Leonard made him say, no mas. No mas. See, Cram, he got his own guy. He say, Hammy Armstrong. I ain't mad at you, champ. I ain't mad at you. You must be young. Stop it. So when I get them shirts made, y'all make sure y'all tap in and get one. There you go, Benny, going outside the box. See, his favorite of all time, Mike Tyson. There you go. Man, he changed the game. He changed the game, boy. Drummer for life. Hearns was a monster, boy. Nah, yeah, I think the hardest hitter, boy, definitely one of the hardest hitters was Tommy Hearns. You a young buck. Old money still spin, champ. If you don't think it do, give it to me and watch what I do with it. Punish Duran. Did he? Stop it. Hey, boy, you from the Linwood? Black wine. That's where I'm from, Linwood. Miss Lane. Stop it. Rocky ain't real. Do y'all think Rocky Sylvester Stallone should actually be in a movie? I mean, should actually be in a Hall of Fame for making a movie? Now, it was very inspiring. A lot of people started boxing and watched boxing because of the Rocky movie. A lot of people like boxing and start watching boxing too because of the reality show that Sylvester Stallone, yes, Rocky has something to do with it. Now, me, I probably never get in the Hall of Fame, but to be honest with you, should be in the Hall of Fame. I'm going to give you a few reasons why I should be up in the Hall of Fame. One reason, I inspired millions of people. I'm about to say fighters. I inspired millions of people, not just in the ring, outside the ring with my story. Not having a dad, being on welfare, and still becoming a world champion, a 2-time world champ. And, I'm the oldest world champion of all time in the junior middleweight division. If that ain't inspiring, then what is? If that ain't inspiring, what is? And I won my world title, my first world title, with only 10 amateur fights at the age of 37 years old. Let me rewind that. I won my first world title at the age of 37 and became the oldest world champ in junior middleweight history at 41. Oh yeah, he definitely did that. Yeah, he definitely did that, champ. And even Ray Leonard told him about that. And it definitely was a movie. Depends on what you're talking about, because the Contender was like a movie too, champ. Champ talk. What fight do y'all want to see in the next couple of months, in the next few months, before the end of the year? We got to see Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. We got to see, but we need to see, Canelo versus David Benavidez. We need to see, we got to see Devin Haney versus Gervonta Davis. Orion Garcia versus Gervonta Davis. We need to see these fights, bro. Man, you got to definitely whoop that trick, which is the like button. Y'all whoop that trick for me. Whoop that trick. The like button, please. Say you are in the call with Foreman. I'm in a what? Call with Foreman. 29 years old. Yeah, I got something for y'all when it comes to that too. That's some real serious history right there. Yeah. Hey, listen, Joshua Usyk, they about to fight. That's right, dog. See, again, you motivated me. Anything is possible. Yeah, 37. Did you know that, black man? Black Wine, did you know that I won a world title at 37 years old with only 10 amateur fights? God on my side is how I did it, bro. Because wasn't no promoter trying to mess with me, you know? And just the power of believing in yourself, the power of God, counting on him, never giving up. One thing about me, though, I'm going to give it to God. When I win the whole thing, I remember getting on my knees and saying, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I was so happy. And I didn't care what nobody had to say about me. Man, K9, all that preaching, K9 soft, and God's talk again. He talking about God again. That's right. I'm always talking about God. We gonna go see him one day, and he ain't never gonna say, I never knew you because you never knew me. I know you. I know you, real champ. The real champ. Never lost, never will. Hashtag Jesus for life. My first amateur fight, I can't remember exactly where it's at. You said, K9, where was your first amateur fight at? Mine was against Tyler Hughes. I can't remember. That was so long ago. You got to think about it. I was 18 years old when I had my first amateur fight. Yeah, I was 18 years old when I had my first amateur fight. So 21, we talking about 20, 27, 28, 28 years ago, 31 years ago. I can't remember that. I don't know. But whoever it was, they got that work. Oh, yeah. Blaine and Linwood was the greatest street ever. Blaine and Linwood. I stayed on Blaine and Linwood. I stayed on Blaine and 12th Street. I stayed on Blaine and Dexter. I stayed on Blaine, like, all up and down the street. I was all the way up and down the street. I repped the whole neighborhood, the whole west side. And we were born with nothing, and we gonna leave with nothing. And I could do all things. That's right. Yeah, Sean Purdy was my first pro fight. And he ducked me in the amateurs, bro. This guy right here, Sean Purdy. Go look at my box rec on my first pro fight. So this guy right here ducked me in the amateurs because both of us in the amateurs, we fought like Mike Tyson. But I was more rugged. I was more like Mike Tyson than he was. So he avoided me. Every time we were supposed to fight, he wouldn't show up because he knew I was going to knock him out. I was tough, rough. He was a fake Mike Tyson versus me. I was like the real Mike Tyson. And so he avoided me and turned pro. When he turned pro, he went and got a little pro experience, and he thought that would be enough to beat me when I turned pro. So he had a record of 2-1 as a pro, and the fight that he did lose, it was against a guy with way more experience than him. So finally, when I turned pro, he called me out, and I told my manager, man, I want that fight. And my manager was like, I don't know, man. They said this guy could fight. And he was actually managed by Jackie Callan. You know Jackie Callan, who managed James Toney? Yeah, he was managed by her. So he really had confidence. He was around world champs. But one thing I knew that he didn't know is that I had changed my style. I went from being a slugger, fighting the Mike Tyson style, to being a boxer. I started watching Roy Jones, and I started trying to mimic Roy Jones. And you know that I beat him, and he couldn't take it. I mean, I done retired more people than General Motors in the sport of boxing. But I think eventually he came back, but he just knew he was going to beat me. When you just know for sure you're going to do something, and then you don't do it, it could take so much out you. A whole lot. Yeah, Black Wine. Yeah, you got to DM me on Instagram. Yep, y'all follow me on Instagram, man. It's K9 Boxing or K9 Boxing Fitness. And if you're on TikTok, follow me on TikTok. It's K9 Boxing without the I. BOXENG, not the I. My TikTok is actually taking off. Oh no, I just was gonna make it happen regardless, you know. I didn't let not having a dad stop me from, you know, being a warrior, and it actually made me more of a warrior not having a dad, because I had to depend on me. That's who. Who do I trust? Me. That's who. Who said that? Yeah, but then once I really got down with the get down and really knew what it really was, that's when I started trusting in God, and I did it. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I don't know if I was 41 years old or 42, but whatever the case, I wish I could have got a rematch, because like I say, in rematches, I am undefeated. Scarface did say that, didn't he? Scarface said that. He did say that. So yeah, I'm still rolling with Errol Spence over Terrence Crawford if the fight happens. As of right now, free. That's who. A bark, a bite, a overhand right. Plus, I think it's gonna be easy work for your boy Charlo against Tsyzu. That's why he probably settled, and they both avoided going to purse bid, because I think Charlo knows he can whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Y'all whoop the like button. Anthony Joshua, I got Anthony Joshua beating Usyk. And if he beats Usyk, which I believe he will, I don't think Tyson Fury is going to retire. So Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, if Anthony Joshua beats Usyk, which I believe he will. I don't know what Gervonta Davis is going to do. When he signed with Mayweather Promotions, I can't see it happening. When he signed with PBC, I believe that's already a done deal. So, but who will he fight next? I want to see the best fight the best. And Ryan Garcia has been doing a lot of barking. But let's see. I don't know if I want to say do some biting, because last night, Berlanga, he just did some biting. So let's just hope that the Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis actually happens this year. And let's see, what do you think about Devin Haney just saying that he might not take the rematch against George Kambosos? Do you think he should fight George Kambosos? Rewind that, you know what I mean, and fight him? Or should he move on? Because he definitely signed the contract that he would fight him if he wins in this country again. But in the contract, it says he has to fight him at that weight class. Now, to avoid that, he can move up and vacate the belts. So do he vacate? I mean, he's just got all the belts. So why would he vacate them? Now, you got to remember, though, the sanctioning body's going to want money. When you become a superstar, And when you got all the belts and you making millions of dollars, they gonna want their cut. So in his next fight, he will have to pay the IBF, the WBO, the WBA, the WBC, a nice little chunk of that bread. So if he makes $10 million, he gonna have to pay at least to all 4 belts organizations $100,000. So he would be coming out of at least $400,000. Let me rewind that. $400,000 he would have be coming out of if he fights his next fight for all the belts. So he's not getting in the ring with George Kambosos in his next fight if that bread ain't right, because they gonna want to get their money. They gonna want all that bread. And I don't know if I would give him, man. Can you imagine how much money I paid to sanctioning bodies? Remember, I lost the world title. I won the world title. I defended the world title. I fought for the title eliminator. You got to pay sanctioning fees to even when you fighting for a world title. Y'all probably didn't know that. See, that's what you get at K9 Boxing. You get the inside scoop, the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs. You get it all. And of course, you always get a, let's go, champ. Let's go. We on a lodge with it. Tim Jones. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with having your opinions, Brody. Tim Jones said, what'd you say, Tim? I got Crawford in a great close Spence fight. Hey, I ain't mad at you. That could go either way. That's a hard one to pick. It's a hard one to pick. Okay, Black Wine, I didn't know that. You late like the police in Detroit, boy, you on the comeback on that one. I've been looking for it. Hashtag extortions. That's why this channel is one of my favorite. The thing about it, you didn't say your favorite. Your favorite, champ. Whoop that trick, the like button, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to K9 Boxing. That's right. A bark. Y'all see boy guns blazing. A bite. And overhand right. Hashtag dogs are us. Let's go, champ. We on a lodge with it. Hey, and Ryan should get that payday. That's gonna be a dangerous fight. You know that Gervonta Davis has more experience. But boy, Ryan Garcia has that equalizer for a southpaw, which is the left hook and the right hand. And he got a good trainer now. I mean, the trainer he had before wasn't that bad, but he only looked good with Canelo because Canelo's a good fighter. Not every trainer can train outside the box. You know, like Spence trainer is good with Spence. And he good with Miguel Cotto, but Miguel Charlo's hungry. And what happens if Miguel Cotto and Errol Spence actually fight? Because they've been actually, throwing it up in the air that it's a possibility that they will fight if the money was right. I don't think they spar that much anymore now because it's a potential chance that they could possibly fight. So I can put money on it. Even though I wouldn't put money on it, that they will probably fight one day. Or if they don't spar anymore. When I start knowing that, and we done spar, that you thinking about fighting me, you're not about to get a look at me or see what my weaknesses are or what my strengths are to be able to, fight me and beat me off knowing how I'm coming at you. And Carlos Molina tried to do that. I was in the gym as a current world champ in 2011, 2012. And Carlos Molina wanted to spar me because he wanted to see what I was like. He wanted to figure out my style just in case he ever fought me. And I wanted to spar him so bad, but we didn't. And I told my wife, I wanted to spar Carlos Molina. He wanted to spar me so bad. I said, but I didn't get a chance to spar him. And she said, it's good because you might fight him one day. And Lord knows, what do you know? We end up fighting one day. Now, just think about it. If I had sparred with him that day, he'd have knew like, oh, this K9 is better than I thought. He'd have kind of knew my styles and knew that I was a little awkward or difficult. And what my strategy was and what my advantages were. And, so it was good I didn't spar him because he was lost. He thought I was what he saw in the gym. And it's, it looks different on the outside looking in. It's everything ain't the way it seems. Like, looks can be deceiving. Okay, champ. Good comeback. Free at last. Thank God Almighty. We free at last. We got to stop killing each other, man. I mean, people are killing each other just off anything. You just don't like them and you just kill them. Oh, he looked at you wrong. He bumped into you. I saw a man hit another guy's car. And the man got out the car and just lit him up. Pop, 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 pop. Like, it was just a car, bro. That man got insurance probably, and he can pay for that and get your car fixed. Now no cars for you. You will be driving behind bars like this, going nowhere. Stop it. So, man, make better decisions with your life. Oh, free. Okay, free. I didn't know. So now we know free. Free is a lady. I didn't know. Now we know. I didn't know. You didn't say free. I'm a lady. It says free on here. Ain't nothing for free. They paying for water. Get that man. I see the kids selling water. The water bill. Oh man, it's so high. Boy, we pay for everything. Yes, it's the end of times. It's going down. Stop it. Stop it. All this craziness. Yep. I remember, I hate to say it though, I was a little bad guy back in the days. A little bad. I used to take cat starter jackets. Crazy. But but it was before it was really wild out here. I would have probably got shot for doing something like that. And cameras are out. Cameras are out here now. All the bad stuff I did back in the days, boy, I'd be in trouble. I would still be behind bars right now. If they had cameras the way they got them now, they got cameras everywhere. You are not going to get away with nothing nowadays. That's why I don't even know why you do stuff nowadays out in public. Crazy anyway, because you're going to get seen, And then you think somebody's snitching on you. No, everything is being recorded. Everything. This conversation, this YouTube channel, everything is being recorded. And at the end of the day, think about your family, because the devil is tricky. You be thinking about what you're going to do, not thinking about if you do what you think you're going to do, it's going to cost you your life. And you'll never be able to be free at last. Like this young lady. Free! You won't be free at last. No, you'll be locked up forever and never getting out. You're going to be eating that jail food. Man, I asked you that a year ago, bro. A year ago. Oh, yeah, little K9 going to be a monster, buddy. He real relaxed, real chill. He don't be out here going crazy and none of that, But boy, he got unbelievable skills. And yeah, he gave it to the national champion. Oh, no, Stevie J. Stop it. I won't be in tomorrow, champ. Tomorrow's one of the, if I go in, it's going to have to be an early one. But nah, all right, see, we ain't going to be in there tomorrow, champ. See you Tuesday. We on the lodge with it. SB is not winning. Man, me and little K9 gave Stevie J that work. You can't shoot no basketball, fella. There you go. That's right, man. So y'all got to make sure y'all make right decisions. And a lot of times what you put in your body will determine the decision that you make. You put alcohol in your body and you blow. You either doing something out your mind because you blow. You wake up the next day looking at the bars and wondering why you in there, and they tell you you murdered somebody last night. Now you in a cry like a baby. Oh, mommy. And listen, you got to put right stuff in your body to get right results. It's like if you eat right, you won't be as big. You exercise and eat right. So we got to exercise, eat right, and we got to pray every day. That's the key to life. not smoking blunts, not smoking cigarettes, not vaping, not drinking liquor and wine and this and that and that and this. And not eating all this crazy processed food that's going to make you act a certain way. And before you go to sleep at night, make sure you always watch something positive. Because you don't want to go to sleep thinking that Jason is chasing you. Jason, no! Oh, stop, Jason! And you falling like the ladies in the movie. No, and he didn't got you. Yeah, so yeah, you got to, hey, trust me, free. I be on it. I always try to watch something positive before I go to sleep. Always. I wouldn't care even if I listen to the Bible CD on my phone. I listen to the Bible. Something positive before I go to sleep. Because I want to stay in positive. And you watch TV, all you're going to see is crazy stuff going on all day long. It's going to make you act negative, want to be negative, talk negative. I don't get that. Why I don't even watch the news no more. They never promote positive stuff. Yeah. We own it. So yeah, I think so the next big fight that's coming up this week, y'all. I'm covering it. It's gonna be Joe Smith versus BBVR. Better be versus Joe Smith. And I'm gonna go with Better Be. That boy got some serious power. Joe Smith can box a little better than him, but his power ain't the same. Yeah. Appreciate y'all. Yep. Had to stay out the way, y'all. You gotta do more better, S-Rep. 80%. It's better than 50% though. So we gonna rock with that. We're gonna rock with that. Raw Moran. You shouldn't love nothing more than you love God. I hope you say you love to drink. You love to drink what? Water? You love to drink apple juice? You love to drink Oat House? You love to drink what? Don't even respond to what you love to drink, because yeah, the fights that's coming up, I'll tell you, it's Better Bev versus Joe Smith. That's next. That's up next this weekend. And yeah, it's definitely a schedule to let us know who's gonna be what and do what. Yeah, boy. Hey, like wine. Definitely a cheat code, man. But listen, if you can survive from Detroit, Michigan, from the hood, you can survive from the hood and make it, you're doing your thing. That's a big thing. But that's hard. Listen, I graduated from the streets. If you can graduate from the streets, you're doing more than enough. See, my hardest accomplishment is graduating from the streets. I just winning the world title. That was great. Oh man, getting saved. That was that might be. It got to be number one. I never even knew who God was. But one of my greatest accomplishments is graduating from the streets. Not knocking guys out for nothing anymore. Not taking nobody's coat or whatever else the case may be, or beating up on somebody. That man. Not selling drugs, smoking blunts. That's graduating from the streets. Getting saved is graduating from the streets. Accepting Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. Boy, that's my greatest accomplishment. Hey, I don't agree. I don't agree with you. I think Ryan is trying to fight Tank. Raw, leave that beer alone, man. You're gonna have a beer belly, boy. Yeah, I think that fight gonna happen because Ryan Garcia said he's not gonna let Oscar De La Hoya stop that fight from happening. And if Gervonta Davis tells Al Heyman I want that fight, it's gonna happen. Stop it! Tyson claims he was drinking. I get it. Mike Tyson, a legend, boy. Just think of him. His brand is all cold. Another win for the kingdom. Tell him again, champ. The Bible says that when one person gets saved, the heaven rejoices over more than all the other ones that's already saved. That's another one going to heaven. And the Bible says too that hell and destruction is never full. So it's a lot of people going to hell. It's more people going to hell than heaven. Because they care about this world. They would die for the bling bling. They would kill me for the bling bling. They would pick bling bling over the Lord. You know, in the Bible, a man sold his birthright for some food. Imagine how many rappers sold their soul to be famous and rich. I think Snoop said it in one of his songs. I sold my soul to the devil. And these guys, I'm telling you, Kanye West said, I sold my soul to the devil. He said something about it, and it was a crappy deal. He said, at least he got something in the Happy Meal. Man, these NIGGAs are crazy. Not me. I remember 50 Cent, the rapper, called me on the phone one day and was trying to be my manager. And you know what I told him? Stop it! Real talk. Yeah, Happy Meal, yeah. I ain't gonna say I'm perfect. You know what I mean? I don't listen to rap music here and there. But all that selling my soul and sipping on lean and all that, not me. I ain't about to listen to that. Now, sometimes I don't have no choice but to hear it because it's around me. I go to the gym, they playing all kind of crazy stuff in the music-wise. Well, what can I do? Tell them to turn it down and everybody listening to it? I just go on about my business, keep training, and I'm vibing with the beat, but I ain't listening to the music, or I'm not listening to the words. Exactly. You can't play with God. You know? Did y'all see what happened in that church, though, man? It was a church fight. They were actually in a church fighting. I saw it on Instagram. I couldn't believe it. They were fighting in the church. They was getting stumped in the church. Music is programming, exactly. Trying to get in your conscience without your permission. Exactly. Everything got music to it. Just think about it. You wouldn't know your ABCs if it wasn't for music. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P. See? You don't know none of that. That biz. Oh, what a relief it is. All because of the music. So yeah, we gotta do better, y'all. Quit supporting these rappers, man, that's telling our kids, it's okay to drink lean and it's okay to shoot somebody. That's what's up. It's all about money and calling women the B word. Well, we got to do better. And it all starts with us. Hey, man, God, one person, helped all of us. Jesus Christ. God, he created one person, Adam. And then next you know, he created Eve. And one person, it came from one person. So me, I do my part a lot. I do whatever I can to bring people to the kingdom of heaven. But y'all gotta do y'all part. Because God said that mankind is gonna destroy the world this time. He ain't gonna make it flood like he did last time. Now, we so evil that he gonna let us destroy the world. So we got to do better. The more we do positive things and get closer to God and do righteous things, the longer the world continue to be. But man, we closer and closer to Christ coming back. The industry is satanic. That's right. Real talk. All love, free. Hashtag Jesus for life. God said if you deny me, he gonna deny you. If you ashamed of him, he gonna be ashamed of you. A lot of fake Christians out here. That's like when you see somebody say, I'm a Christian, but they smoking blunts. So much, gotta forgive me. Man, you cannot tempt God. It's all good, y'all. That's why that's why I respected Manny Pacquiao so much, because he always repped Jesus for life. You know? Yes, sir. And you can follow me at K9 Boxing on TikTok, K9 BOXNG. Not an I, no I in boxing. Follow me, Stevie J all day, man. Follow me on TikTok, bro. K9 Boxing. K9 BOX. N as in Nancy and G as in God. Let's go, champ. I hope it ain't there's a church of cannabis. I hope not. Oh man. Stop it! Stevie J. Stop it! Oh no. Stop it! And Pac-Man is the realest. Stayed out the way. Hey, it is what it is. He can do what he want to do. It's his money. Just leave the kids alone. Leave them alone. As a world champion, a former world champ, current world champ, I took my belts up to the schools just to get their attention. Then I would tell them about God. Now you are not allowed to talk about God in some of these schools. And you're not allowed to pray in school, none of that anymore. But you wonder why the schools are so wild now. Because you can't talk about God. You can't talk about Jesus. But you can wear what you want to wear. You could be a boy and wear dresses. And they tell you, be what you want to be. If that's what you want to be that. But you can't tell them how good God is and who God is. Come on now. And you wonder why the schools are getting shot up. It's a dirty world, y'all. I don't know, Joy. I don't agree. Hip hop is for whoever want to be a part of it. Hip hop was for black kids more than white kids. I haven't saw that many hip hoppers that were white that actually, people were actually banging. Think about it, Eminem. But shoot, hip hop. Come on, man. There's some more black people that's into hip hop than anybody. Think about it. Jay-Z, Tupac, Biggie Smalls. How many white people that's hip hop and hip hop? So you might want to rewind that one, champ. Man, that is terrible. Stop it! You got to, and you can't let them watch what they want to watch. You can't let them watch what they want to watch because nowadays it's some program on TV. The gays run the world, boys, so they put whatever they want to put on TV. And 666 is the devil. So, man, you already know. I heard Biggie Smalls had a clothing line coming out called 666. Could be one reason why he ain't here today. Well, that's good, Stevie J all day. There you go, champ. Talk to him. See there? Tell me that ain't right. Or tell me that's right. Definitely it ain't right. So we got to do better, man. You know what I mean? We ain't going to just talk about boxing. We going to talk about life on this channel. You hear me? Life. What's real, what ain't. Man, look. That's terrible. Stop it. It's not real, y'all. It's terrible. Oh yeah, absolutely. I got you. Okay, Joy, that's what it is. Stevie J caught on to what you were saying. You talking about everything on this boy. Facts. Cause you be surprised. You think I could just box and I won world titles in boxing? I got championships in the streets. When it comes to the streets, I know the streets better than I know boxing. Think about it. 49 years old from the hood. Man, I got street sense. I got street game. I got more game than Goldie. Yeah. The true Mac. For real. And life is a fight. Good versus evil. That's what it's all been about. The whole world and life is good or evil. You're going to pick one side. You watch a movie, it's always going to be good versus evil. Always. But at the end of the movie, the bad guy always die or either go to jail. The good guy always win at the end. Real talk. Real talk, y'all. Everybody's a fighter in their own way. You got to fight for whatever. You got to fight for a raise. You got to fight for a good job. And we all fighters to a certain extent. That's right. You don't keep your guards up like a boxing match. Somebody gonna try to get over on you. I'm talking about, man, it's a fight. That's why I love boxing. It's chess, not checkers. We all fighters. Everybody. They fought in the Bible. Just think, David destroyed Goliath. They talking about people talking about some, man, how you a Christian and you box, you hurt people, and man, listen, look what David did to Goliath. Talk to me. Stop it. How you a boxer and you a Christian? I know a pastor told me that he don't agree with you being a boxer and you a Christian. Like, man, well, tell that to David and Goliath. They fought. Some of God's greatest soldiers were sinners. God can change anybody. Look at the thief that was on a cross, and he said, "Forget what my man talk about. Remember me." And God said, "You would be with me in paradise." And his whole life he was on the wrong side of the street. I just let you know. That's why I don't never say who gonna go to hell. If you sold your soul, you're going to hell. But if you haven't sold your soul, man, listen. All things are possible. Okay, now. Talk to me, champ. Real talk. And fighting is a life. Exactly. You win some, you lose some. But the thing about it, if you see a kid don't fall and stay on the ground. They get up. So that's the thing. You lose some, you win some. But the main thing, if you lose, you got to keep going. You got to get up. You got to get up. Exactly. So many of them. Yeah. Nah, never. Never ever. Never ever. Not for nothing. Wouldn't dare. I remember that one guy, that lady, her name is Katy Perry. She said a girl asked her some questions about, how did she get famous and all that, and the girl wanted to be like her. Y'all can go and look at it on video. Katy Perry. She said it. She sold her soul to the devil. She said it. What? I didn't say it. She said it. Katy Perry said she sold her soul to the devil. Not on your mama's life. Never. God is good, y'all. Yeah, I saw it. I heard her say it. There's one thing you don't play with. That's how you know this. We're in a crazy world now, because 10, 20, 30 years ago, people didn't play with the devil. Now they playing with the devil. They throwing up devil horns. You know, when you put up two fingers, like this, that's the devil right there. You start doing your eyes like this with the 666, they playing with the devil. I'm not playing with, listen, bro, I play basketball, football, baseball. I don't play boxing. I don't play with the devil. Never. There you go, see? There you go, champ. Yeah, he went from boxing to the Bible. That's right. Love it. Appreciate y'all, man. I know y'all got to go to work tomorrow. I'm glad y'all tapped in, man. It's about that time to tap out. You know what I mean? Definitely we're going to be on this boy tomorrow. The dirty game, champ. Oh, yeah. So, hey, look. You say ex-master Mason exposes the Freemasons. This on YouTube. Hey, DM me that on Instagram, K9 Boxing, so I can remember that. You say his name is ex-master Mason exposes the Freemasons on YouTube. Ex-master Masons. Okay, I'm going to try to remember that. Hey, you a smart person, Free. You very smart. I don't play with that. The Savage X10, what up, though, champ? Oh, yeah, you got to send it. Listen, he direct message me on Instagram, K9 Boxing, to remind me about that. I'm liable to forget. As soon as I leave from here, I'm probably going to give me something to eat real quick. A dirty game, champ. It's a dirty game. And we all we got, y'all. We all we got. Y'all should definitely get y'all YouTube channel too. You get over 1,000 subscribers, and you can start getting monetized. So, I ain't the only person that got a story. We all got stories. I appreciate y'all for tapping in and subscribing to the channel and helping us get to the top. Nobody is better than nobody. Don't think because you got more money than the next person, or you've been on TV, or people like you, or you got a better look than another person. That don't make you no better than nobody. Nobody is better than nobody. I don't care the money you got, how much money you got, how many fans you got, how many subscribers, supporters. We all human. Nobody is flying on air. I'm talking about nobody can walk on water. Nobody. Only Jesus. And guess who else walked on water? I bet y'all can't tell me. Can't nobody else tell me who walked on water besides Jesus. Tell me. And I might send you a free shirt. Oh, it's all good. Good night to you, Free. On the next edition of K9 Boxing, when y'all tap in, y'all make sure y'all tell me who was the only person that walked on water besides Jesus. Oh, Free did it. Oh, we ain't gonna even have to get to the next one. That's right, Peter did. So somebody knew their Bible. It's all love in here. You hear me? Ain't nothing like a praying woman and a praying man. God created woman to be a man's helpmeet. So, it's a good man out here for a good woman. But God said if you can't hold yourself, to get married. But if you can hold yourself, it's better not to be married. If you can't hold yourself, it's better to get married because you don't want to burn with desire. So, yeah, I know the word, too. I know the word, Free. We own it. We own the lodge with it. So you know better, you better do better. So, yeah, y'all make sure y'all go watch something positive, and make sure you encourage somebody else to watch something positive majority of the times and listen to positive things majority of the time so it can get in your spirit. All that negative stuff gonna get you caught up. Shay Williams, what up, though? And make sure y'all whoop that trick, which is the like button. The like button is the trick. You hear me? Oh, man, you got to help him get saved then. My wife helped me get saved. I introduced her to God. She introduced me to Jesus Christ. So you got to do your part. Because you don't want to, live the rest of your life with a husband that's unsaved, because the devil going to be working on him to work on you. So if you saved, you got to share the love. You and your husband one. Get him around people that's good people. I had a young man who I actually used to train in boxing. He used to smoke cigarettes and smoke weed and drink. He started hanging around me and he stopped smoking weed. He stopped smoking cigarettes. He stopped drinking. And then recently I talked to him and he was telling me like he in the word of God. So, I've been a great influence on millions of people in person, not in person. So keep trying though. Keep trying, Free. That's right. God said when two agree, he'll be in the mix of it, two or more. So yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Whatever you do though, don't bite nobody. Don't be like Berlanga. And Charlo got a big fight with Tsyzu. I think he gonna destroy Tsyzu. Spence versus Terrence Crawford. I can't wait. Hopefully it hurry ups and happens. Devontae Davis. It's a lot of stuff going on this year. This year is one of the best years in boxing history. And it's going to get better and better and better. We're always going to cover the biggest fights, especially if my son is not fighting that same day. It's important for him to get better and better. Salute to you too. Tim Dog, Freeze, S-Rep, Steve, Stevie J, JP, everybody that tapped in. I appreciate y'all. 100. Stay out the way. Jones, Evangelist, Kevin, Born, Ayala. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Y'all stay out the way. Say y'all prayers. Read y'all Bible. Go to work. Be happy. Don't let your boss, who you might not like, stop you from feeding your family. At K9 Boxing. Good night. A bark.